It was a time of change. The cycles of the seasons turned as ever, but inside the bones of the earth, there lurked a cold. It was not the cold of winter. Beside the houses of sorrows, pride and vengeance, a new turmoil fomented. A magic hitherto unseen.
You found my pack, and the key to Bunlock, it's still here. A shame about poor Deod. He was a steadfast worker, and I never heard a complaint. I'll meet you inside, and we'll begin our search for the artifact. I'm heading to Bunlock with the... Meet me inside, and we'll search for the artifact. The artifact will be in the library. You lead, I'll follow. That's it? Not very impressive, is it? Doesn't look like we'll be able to get it open, but my imp, here is your reward, as promised. If you'll excuse me, I don't...
Greetings, stranger. The Mergen numbers have already decreased. Now we can press forward and take this. It's not much, but I hope it helps some. Take heed out there.
The Tuatha have brought war to the Winter Fae. They bring us all into this conflict and turn the Court of Winter into some engine of war. But the House of Sorrows would not join. They resisted. They were the sole embodiment of all winter, all that was great and unique about our people. It could not be so easily discarded.
Good, you are here. Claren has filled this place with Jotun mercenaries. He must not have had. We cannot let him escape. He must die. No doubt he has surrounded himself with Jotun guards. I am not sure. We must find the Witch Knight, Claren, and defeat him. I have never encountered another Fae like him. He is one of the most I do not think he even cares about their religion anymore. He just wants to see the world bathed in... The wind is ferocious. The rocks are... You could not find a more inhospitable place. Good luck. There is no time to waste. Good luck. to his blades. My friends, my comrades. Even seeing his broken body does nothing to lessen my anger. All of the Tuatha will suffer for their barbaric. Thank you, hero. I will return to the main Alpha army with the news of the Witch Knight's death. Until next time. Hello again. You do me a great... Many soldiers of the Alpha army were drafted, but I've been fighting alongside... Thank you, hero, for giving me... Until next time.
Can you feel the change in the land? Gadfro's voice has fallen silent in this land. The Tuatha are frightened and disorganized. They run back to Alabastra to make their final stand. We owe you much. Our eyes are opened and our blades unsheathed. Cluricon is won, but the House of Pride stands between us and the fight. We are now free to press forward. And I can take you to an old friend who knows the next step. Yes, we will take you to his filthy tower on the island of Danistar. He hides within, and has not emerged in some time. I would like nothing more than to let him rot there. But he knows of a way past the sentinel of the host, but there will be more danger on the path ahead. Take these blades to prepare for whatever troubles you will face at his tower or beyond. I'd gladly collect the hearts of every Tuatha, but even I can't find a way through their defense at that. We can leave from a darkened tree in the Caelid coast to the southwest. Aelin Shear will join us there. Together, we will walk the shadow to his tower. Meet me at the Caelid coast. The Winter Fae know of a shadow path to Ventrinio's island. We've seen Ventrinio leave the island before, but until recently, and once, not too long ago, it was you. We will meet again at the shadow tree on the Caelid coast.
It is the hero of Melson. Here, care to take a look at my wares? Another time, then.
Be on your guard.
Hail, adventurer! I am Bruin the Bard, spinner of stories, seeker of adventure. Allow me these brave soldiers, the finest of the Alfar armies. They escorted me all the way from Mel, but there is still adventure to be had, so join me. If not, then I bid you fair warning. Your journey shall be far less exciting without this storyteller at hand. Ah, yes. It has been nearly a decade since I have told tales for an audience, and I seek these soldiers have been of no help. Fight, fight, fight. So please, let me regale you with tales of the Caelid coast. I will make sure your time is well spent, and there may even be a twist at the end. A wise question, and a fair one. As Bard of the Gastia Court, I know all the tales of the Caelid coast, of how this great land rose and fell. Allow me the pleasure of your company, and I will lead you through these luxuriant lands, spinning stories of times long since past. I had a good feeling about you. Someone who cherishes a good story. Let us proceed. Alas, there is one small problem. That area is favored by our enemies. If you can clear the area of them, I will follow and join you. Goodbye.
Be on your guard.
Excellent work. You are clearly much more proficient in the ways of war than most visitors of the Kaled Coast, even the soldiers. It would be my great pleasure. Picture it. 10 years. The rising sun, a lingering fog. Somewhere in the forest are screams, the cries of battle. Then silence. It happened here upon this site. The ambush of... It is here on this spot where the Bolgan drew first blood, killing Lord Arengastir, his son, and their squires during their morning ride. Let us move on, shall we? And if you don't mind, there are more beasts to attend to ahead. Goodbye. Done it. You have rid the gates of the Bolgan. As promised, I have another tale to be told. The very first Arengastir arrived here generations ago from Melsenshir, before the final tower was raised, when the great giants of Cluracan were but saplings. On that very first morning of his arrival, while the sun ascended the sky, Gastir scaled the heights and saw below. Gastir could not bear such an intrusion on his new ancestral homeland, and swore an oath. By right of mine, and sword in hand, I will not forsake our native land. Now that you've seen Castle Gastir, we should move on to the final stop on our journey. The last thing I want to show you is near the coast, on the cliffs overlooking the sea. It's the best story yet. But again, goodbye.
Through the woods and mountainside, through the hollows and green meadow, through the summer, winter, day and night, through the hallowed halls of seasons and song, through the vengeance, pride and sorrow. Echo.
There, you've cleansed this place of the Bolgan. I shall tell you the last tale, the best of the lot. Believe me, these cliffs were made for my story. I've told the tale of the first Erengustir, he who discovered these lands. And I've told the tale of his descendant, the last Erengustir, he who lost. My final tale is that this last lord took a young mistress to his bed, a servant named Wilda Brandon. They had a child he refused to claim as his own. To assuage his guilt, he wrote a royal letter in which he decreed to her and the child great wealth. But rather than take that letter, she took her own life. Here, that woman was my mother. Hear me, friend. I do not have much, but I will offer you all that I have to find me that letter. The letter that broke my mother's heart. I will read it, and I will finally know if what my mother told me was true. Then I will destroy it. I want nothing to do with August. My mother never wanted his kingdom. She only wanted his love. That letter has haunted me for 10 years. I will now be rid of it. Of him. Friends. Yes. I'm not sure where to look for Father's letter. Father. It's strange to call him that. I would think he'd keep it near, lest such revelation... The castle. That would make some sense, wouldn't it? I'll be back at camp. Be careful. I would feel terrible if anything happened to you. I remember my father having a chest near his throne. I always assumed it was where he kept his mother's personal possessions. Goodbye.
After all this time, I'd just assumed Enadon had abandoned me, that there was no just... But here before me stands the hero of Melsenshire, in the skin, fresh. Tell me, how much goodwill do you have left, honored one? A Tuatha priest named Rasanon has captured this keep. I am sworn to destroy him, for it was he who deposed House Gestir, and for 10 long years he has lived as a lord, hiding high in the royal quarters where none can reach him. You see, I am Hilared Gastir, descendant of Lord Erengustir and last of my family line. This castle and all within it belong to me. My great-great-grandfather built this keep. You can still find the one stone resting where he laid it in the court. Then the Bolgan came, followed by their Tuatha masters. They killed everyone. Faye and Rasanon was the worst of them. He murdered my mother and now sleeps in my family's chambers. With your help, honored one, my family will find restitution. You will be rewarded, my friend. We Gastiers have long memories. Come. Rasanon knows I cannot pass through his gauntlet alone, but together we can avenge Castle Gastir. The castle has been completely ransacked by the Bolgan, and debris blocks the... Then I will have my revenge. Believe me, it has been far too long. Hurry, What do you need to know? Hurry. That's it. Not far now. Let's go.